School was no sanctuary. The wooden benches had termites, the blackboard was cracked, and the headmaster often taught with an open bottle of gin under his desk. But Adebayo clung to every word in his books. They were the only proof that the world might stretch beyond the river. At night, their hut filled with the sounds of crickets and oil lanterns sputtering. He studied under weak light while Adebayo, just 4 years old, lay curled beside their mother, whispering songs to herself in a sleepy voice. Then came the flood season. It arrived without warning. Heavy rains turned the river into a wrathful thing, devouring banks and farmland. One night, the water crept into the village like a thief, seeped through cracks in the walls. By morning, half their hut was gone. So was the canoe of their neighbor, Baba Rafiu, swept away in the night with him still asleep in it. Ronk wept quietly while salvaging fish from the mud. Adebayo watched her in silence, chest tight with helplessness. He was 10, but that morning he felt like a man. He made a vow by the swollen river, that he would leave one day and never come back until he had something worth returning with. But the river only widened between them and the rest of the world, and Adebayo's promise became heavier with each passing day. The drought came quietly at first, a slow disappearance of the river's edge, a crack in the ground, dust that lingered longer than usual in the air. By the time Adebayo turned 16, the land had become a cruel parody of what it once was. The river no longer offered the cool touch of relief, and the thick soil that once grew cassava now only coughed up dry, brittle stalks. Ronk struggled to find enough fish. What she did manage to catch seemed to be smaller, leaner, barely enough to feed them, let alone sell. There were days when Adebayo found his mother staring at the horizon, her hands resting on her knees, as if she were waiting for something, anything to change. But the earth remained silent. Adebayo worked harder. He began waking before dawn, trudging to the market square to carry heavy sacks of rice for traders, in exchange for a small wage and sometimes, if he was lucky, a slice of bread. The long hours under the blistering sun made his bones ache, but he kept going. There were whispers among the villagers. Famine was coming. Many families already left, hoping to find work in the cities, but Adebayo couldn't leave. He promised his mother he wouldn't. Then one fateful afternoon Ronk fell ill.